Sharlyne is driving me crazy.
We're gonna work your mind, not your body.
If you are injuring people, that's not going to be good.
I bet you some of it we shouldn't be doing.
The exercise is not the worst part of this workout.
Hi everybody. Hello, welcome to Super Fit Video Academy.
The academy where we keep you super fit
Well,
through the art of analog video, research.
right, yes, this is the research episode where we're gonna work your mind, not your body. So, how is your large abdominal area feeling?
If you have a larger abdominal area or your weight is carried on your legs and you can't get your elbow to your knees, don't quit.
I mean, and not even that bad. So
No.
when that the workout isn't the worst. Well, I mean, like the exercise is not the worst part of this workout.
Yeah, fair. It's definitely the coordination, which is almost impossible. I never
It's
knew.
almost
I
impossible.
mean, I really never knew that I couldn't dance. But I guess I can't dance. I mean, I guess somebody probably, other people knew, but I never
I
knew.
also can't really dance. However, some of the moves in this are sus, and the
Hmm.
choreography is random at best.
Yeah, that's fair. But
Yeah.
it's not intended to be a dance. It's intended to be a workout. So maybe that's what makes it somewhat sus.
What makes it sus is that, yes, correct. It's intended to be a workout and not a dance, but it is, in fact, a dance routine.
I mean, fair.
Because
It's a
I mean,
routine.
like, I've done it less than you at this point. And I can tell you, it's going to take me a lot more times to actually be able to keep up with the randomness of this.
Yeah.
Like, you would have to really do this a long time to be able to get this correct.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I feel like I am starting to get better. I've done it 8 times now. And I feel like in some respects I'm starting to get better, but I still make mistakes all the time because she just switches it up so quickly all the time.
It's not even
And
the quickness, it's the randomness of
well,
it.
yeah, fair. Then there's also no like you kind of forget the pattern because the pattern changes constantly.
Yes,
Like
the pattern
sometimes it's 4 count,
changes. Yeah.
sometimes it's 8 count, sometimes it's two, sometimes it's one, and then it like flip
Sometimes it's
flops.
11, 12,
Oh yeah.
16 on
Yeah.
occasion.
I'm pretty sure that we do like about 40 to 50 sit-ups in that whole thing.
Yeah, there's a lot. That's
It's
true.
so many sit-ups, and it's
Yeah.
because it's broken down into these like different chunks of
Yeah.
sit-ups that it doesn't seem that much, but it's a lot.
I have to tell you, Sharlyne is driving me crazy. Greg is like a saint in comparison.
Oh, wow.
He's like a golden god of aerobics exercise. He makes so much sense. You know,
Well, yeah, for all of the complaints that we had about Easy Stretch not being that good at explaining certain aspects of it, at least the routine was very easy to follow,
yes, it
and it
was
was
very easy to follow.
very, very well explained throughout its
Yes, he
course.
explained almost not
Yeah, yeah.
everything, but he explained a lot of things. And then it
Mhm.
was repetitive. It was like
Yes.
we do this
Yeah.
side and then we do that
Yeah.
side. And we're going to do this on this side and then we're going to do that on this side. This one, there are sections towards the end of this where she has you do like a whole set of things when you're lying down on your side,
Yeah.
and she never comes back around to the other side.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. Yeah. Well, it's because I think you do some of it like on your back. You do part of that stretch on your back because you're supposed to do the other leg as opposed to when you're on your side.
Yeah,
But yes, I
other
know.
leg. That's like
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
favorite phrase is other leg.
Other leg goes out.
Like which leg? Or bring it in. Bring it into where? Bring what in?
Perhaps we're starting to notice the charlatans in this endeavor.
Dude,
I mean,
I yes.
I wouldn't say that she's a charlatan because she's obviously doing good, and the routine does work to some extent. If nothing more, my heart gets going like crazy in some.
No, that's true. I think there is value in it. I am constantly trying to like imagine myself as a Midwestern like housewife while
Yeah.
doing this. Because that's who it's for, right? It's not for a couple of fat city guys.
CITY, you can see why these guys, the neat guys, more and street.
No, 100%, not for fat city guys.
So like sometimes like some of the moves, I'm like all this like Tai Chi shit at the like the whole first section is all Tai Chi. It's all like
Yes.
with
Totally.
resistance. And I'm like, what the are you
Well,
talking
what
about?
does resistance mean?
It's
I
just
have such
tense.
a
You just have
hard
to do it tense. You
with
just have to
like
tense all your muscle, like your muscle, whatever muscle you're
it's
moving, you
such
have
a
to tense it.
it's
Uh,
such a weird like
yeah,
feeling that it just feels so unnatural to do.
yeah, that's the Tai Chi. That's what all those like the old people in the park do.
Oh,
So they're
interesting.
just like they're just tensing their muscle and then doing these slow movements. And
Oh,
that's
okay.
what she's doing. She's doing Midwestern Tai Chi. Uh,
Yeah, it is. It's all Midwestern interpretations of certain things. Because
yes.
there's also country line dancing in it,
Oh,
and yeah, like
dude.
yeah.
Your aspirations to do a line dancing video,
Oh,
I mean, we're pushing that one down the
you mean like this,
road.
like
That's
Diane
gonna
Horner's hot country workout? You don't want
pushing
to
that
do it
one down the
down
road.
the
I'm not saying no, I'm not a maniac. However, I'm not doing that soon.
The problem is that a lot of them are dance based, right? Like we're gonna
That's
have to deal with that.
yeah, maybe the line dance will be easier, but I'm not. We need to go back whenever we move on to our next. We need to go back to more
Back to basics.
focused
I
aerobic exercise.
I would like to keep the next workout at the same level because
Yes.
I find it annoying to like switch back and forth between standing and laying. So like
I don't know. I mean, that's a tall order, I think.
I don't know.
I think they're all going to have floor work. These
Oh,
are all like at-home routines. How are they not going to have
well, then
floor
we
work?
just do floor work, or we
There's
just
no
do.
way. I mean, we can try. We can try to find one that is floor work only.
Okay, well,
Uh,
I'll do some looking around.
okay.
Or maybe we could do the ball. Yeah, we should do that
Oh, that's fair.
Gunner or
Yeah.
whatever, Gunner Peterson, I think that's what his name was.
Hi, I'm Gunnar Peterson. Congratulations on making this commitment to fitness and to reshaping your body.
Because they're just the regular exercise balls, right?
Yeah, they're just the regular exercise balls. We can go to any
All
sports
right.
store and get ourselves
Well, we'll
one.
get to that when we get
Yeah,
to that.
okay,
That's
good
not
point.
what we're here to
But for now,
discuss.
yes, we are still talking about Sharlyne and her women at large.
In the spirit of trying to do research about these people, I did dive into Sharlyne as deep as I could on a kind of like, tip the iceberg
Yeah.
internet sort of way. I kind of reached out or tried to reach out to some of her family. Like I did like research on her family. They all appear to be like very well off, very well positioned, like, CFOs of like
Oh,
insurance companies.
wow.
I'm pretty sure that they are a very well off family. That is my takeaway from my research is that like, yeah, they are probably pretty loaded.
I mean, that tracks. If she opened up a business that had 47 locations, right? I think that's what I read was
Yes.
47. And then also released two VHS tapes that both went platinum.
Well, I
That's
mean, this
bank.
platinum thing, I would love to dig into. I'd also like to look. I don't know if you have the first tape. I would like to look at the
Don't.
first tape because I wonder. I really do. I think it's available online.
Yeah,
I wonder
I'll
if it
grab it.
is better than this one because I cannot imagine this tape selling that well because like it's so frustrating to try to do. Like, how many people do you realistically think actually kept up with this tape?
That's true. I mean, if we weren't forcing ourselves to do it, I don't know if I would keep up with
Oh,
it.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. After the first one, I mean, maybe the second one, I'd be like, like hard no to this.
Yeah, fair. But I mean, it's sold, right? Because you could just put it out and nobody knew. They couldn't preview the tape. They had to drop the 49.99 and they had already, perhaps bought her first tape. And that was perhaps a better tape. Who knows? We can take a
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, we
Um,
should take a quick look.
yeah.
This is my okay. Like, I mean, I'm happy to be corrected upon this, and maybe at some point in time when we have more time and people are more invested in our show, we'll revisit these assumptions that I've come to about Sharlyne.
Okay.
So, assumption number one, like, you know, well off, husband does a good job. Like she doesn't really need to earn a living, but she's a busybody, right? She needs to do stuff and all more power to her. But the fact that so originally I was really impressed with the 47 franchise locations, but I've become less impressed as I've done like more research into that world. Because there's like a lot, like basically, like you got to think of like someone like Greg, right? Who had arguably one of the most successful video franchises of all
Hmm.
time in this sphere. He only ever had like one or two locations that he was working out of.
Really?
Yeah. That was never his thing.
Oh,
Well, it was at
interesting.
the beginning. That was his start, right?
Right.
But there are companies, and there's like a lot of them that still remain, and some things like Weight Watchers. It's kind of caught up in that movement that came out of that time. That was all this location-based fitness programs catered to specific niche markets. A lot of them women of different demographics,
Right.
right? And a lot of those got bought up, got consumed, especially those that were able to kind of like spread out in a region the way that Sharlyne spread out in her region, right? Like 47 locations is a lot of locations. So the fact that that never got picked up and taken by one of these other larger companies that were conglomerating other things, to me is kind of an interesting part of this like kind of world. And that's kind of what I was trying to like kind of dig into a little bit. She was on Oprah, so I did try quite a bit to find that Oprah episode.
Yeah.
And we discussed it a little bit. Oprah apparently very, I mean, like picky and choosy about what of those early years is actually available online.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you can't even get like episode descriptions of most of the episodes. Like there's like one out of every five has an episode
Yeah,
description.
and if you look up Charlene Powell on IMDb, you can't find her at all.
No,
So,
yeah.
no.
I'm for her, and I think she's like done some cool shit. I mean, it's too bad she passed away a year ago. I think maybe we discussed that last week. So it would have been cool to kind of have a conversation with her
Yeah,
to kind of get a
definitely.
sense of kind of what she was like. But you might take away right now from this video is that like she had this idea and it was a legitimate idea. It was a real need in the marketplace, so she really attacked it the best way that she could. She just does not have any of the qualifications to kind of do it properly, and like I'm feeling that in this routine.
But to be fair, uh, did Richard have the qualifications?
I mean, I don't know that we're going to get to find out because I mean his stuff is
Well,
going to
yeah,
be
fair point.
so difficult for us to
Especially
work with.
Broadway Sweat. But
Yeah.
but like, do you think that he had the credentials? Like, I don't know.
My feeling is that like because I've also been doing a lot of research on Greg. And Greg spent a lot of years. He was a phys ed teacher. Like he ran this studio. Like his world, his whole life was kind of drawn up in like exercise.
Right. Okay.
And he went to school to be like a phys ed teacher. So like he
Okay.
has a certain degree of training and a certain base knowledge of understanding. And then he also has like the hours that he has put in, right? Like when he started doing his video, he was probably at that like 10,000 hour kind of threshold that makes anyone an advanced kind of person in
Yeah.
whatever
Right.
field they do. And I think that's definitely where he is. And I mean, I don't know about anyone else we're going to encounter yet, and I'm sure they're going to be all over the board.
That's
But
true.
Sharlyne, my takeaway is that like this is my other assumption about Sharlyne. All right, her background, not obviously aerobic exercise,
Mhm.
but very potentially beauty pageant.
Oh yeah, definitely. She's got beauty pageant vibes all over her.
Right?
Either she was in a beauty pageant or her kids were in beauty
Yes.
pageants and she was a
Yes.
pageant mom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pageant mom doing
Yeah.
pageant routines. Like this
Yeah.
feels like a pageant routine.
Oh, that's a really good point. It kind of does feel like a pageant routine.
Yes.
It feels like something that would look good on stage that people would be like, "Oh, that's really technical."
Yeah.
But it kind of isn't. But it
Yes.
kind of is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Fair
Yeah. And the
point.
way they're kind of like together and they move and like
Yeah,
kind of that
yeah.
sort of thing,
Yeah, yeah, good point. Yeah,
That's
all
the
they
kind
need
of
is a little American flag waving around, and
yeah.
it would be a pageant. You're not wrong.
Yeah, when they got the bright outfits and
Yeah,
like
yeah. Oh,
big
wow.
hair.
Yes, I could totally see Charlene being a pageant mom.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
I that's a good assumption. I don't think we're gonna get refuted on that assumption somehow.
No,
That
probably not.
seems likely. Do we
Get
want
sued
to?
by the Powell family.
Well, I mean, hopefully not. I did call her a charlatan, but that was a joke. I just want everybody to know
This is
that
all in jest.
yes, this is all in jest. Do we want to watch a little bit of our workouts?
Yeah, let's
Okay. Do you want to see
do
where
it.
we're at? Okay. Well,
Where we're at, not good places.
okay. So I have two clips. You have two clips. So let's go crisscross. So I'll go first, and then we'll
Okay.
watch one of yours. So I've started with the of course the dancing, which is just insane. Uh, but I've actually there is a progression, and I can actually see myself getting slightly better at it. So
Yes. Okay.
Make the body go.
so this is workout one.
Grapevine to the side, 2,
Yeah, this part
Ready to take it?
I'm catching up with this part.
Well, yeah, this is where I'm starting to get better. But
When she moves into the Charleston, though,
you can't do the Charleston? That one's fine for me. I can do that.
I just get so confused about what. I hate
It's
the legwork for this.
This is what I
Yes.
can't do. See,
I
I'm
was
gonna fall
discussing
over.
this. I was discussing this the other night. The problem with this is that this is where like her patterns make no sense. It's 1 in the back, 2 in the front, and like 1.5 in the center. And I don't even really know what the center is.
You don't really do anything in the center. No, this is what happens to me every time. I almost
Yeah,
fall
right.
over.
Because you always want to go front first.
Yeah.
The inclination is to go to the front.
How you doing, girl?
Yeah, totally. Okay, so here's workout 4. So midway through where I'm at.
Oh, I hate these little half moons.
Well, yeah, I have such a hard time doing them. Like,
I don't understand them.
Yeah, because it's the doing the half moon and then also throwing your side. It's the belly tapping and rubbing your head thing for me for some reason again.
This way. Oh, yeah.
I struggle with that little half move.
Yeah,
Like
this is-
that's why I like this part better, because like this part, like even though weird, makes more sense to me than the half moon.
Well-
Every time we're doing that half moon, my brain's all like, "What are we doing? What is this?
It's-
What am I
just-
supposed to be doing?
just
Am I
shaking
doing
it
this
out.
right?"
Yeah, you're just shaking it out. You're doing the hokey pokey and you turn yourself about.
Lift back and a front. Lift the center and breathe. Sweep it away.
Yeah, there you go. See, it always that up. It's going back into the things like from 1,
Yeah.
and then here's workout 7. I'm getting slightly better.
Ready to
I got the sway a little bit better,
1, 2, 3.
but then I fight, of course. And it's just the transitions. They're so hard. Like when we do this together, we're gonna look like idiots.
Oh, it's gonna be rough.
We also need a lot of room.
We're gonna travel and lift. This way. Oh, yeah.
I also think you're going the wrong way with your half turns. This is what I mean. Like when I'm struggling with these.
I'm going the
half turns.
wrong way with my half turns? Really?
Yeah, because you're coming in and she's going out.
What?
Yeah,
Oh no. Oh no, wait, really? Let's see, there'll be some more half turns in a second, I think.
Oh, I think this is the end of this, isn't it?
Oh, there you go, almost fell over. No, there's gonna be a little more half turn.
And a front. Lift the center and breathe. Sweep it away. How you doing?
Yeah, you go in and she goes out.
Oh. It's not a lot of fun.
It's not a lot of fun.
It's so much. Yeah, I mean, like, I do get better, but it's still awful.
It's a struggle. It's a major struggle.
Yeah, struggle.
Yes. I mean, like the dancing parts I'm preferring at this point. Because the Tai Chi stuff, I'm like half the time like I could do it, but then my brain starts to revolt. It's like, what are we doing? What is this waste of time?
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's just to like warm yourself up, right? Like you're supposed to just calmly,
Yeah.
I don't know, get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It overall does feel kind of all over the place.
It's very all
All
over
right.
the place.
Which clip do you want to do first? Do you want to?
Okay, we're gonna start with the 0327. It's my slow motion clip. So yes, I successfully accidentally recorded my entire workout in slow motion. This just happened to be my favorite part of it.
Are you giving the views? Oh man, this is beautiful. Wow.
My
I
absolute frustration.
I'm gonna have to put music under this.
I believe this is the second time I did it.
Yes, you look very angry, but I can't tell if that's the slow motion or just.
I was also like sick at this point in time.
Oh,
I've been
yeah,
like
okay.
battling this sickness like all week and trying to do this workout, and it has not done me any favors or Sharlyne any favors in my reception of her.
Oh yeah, shake it out.
Shake it out, shake it out.
it out.
But that's not even what she's doing. She's doing like yeah. All the weird
Like turns.
yeah, it's all like I can't. I mean, like I tell you, every time she does this, I have
yeah.
thoughts.
Well, what's this?
Yeah.
What's that one? Yeah, I know. There's so many. Oh yeah, the sweep it away.
Yeah.
Sweep it away.
Okay, I had another one in here at 2513.
Okay. I mean, this is just fun going through it.
Oh, this is me trying to do the Charlie. Me pissed off. Because she's doing the Charleston and I cannot. They're gonna be, nah.
No. Oh yeah. That Charleston. See, that doesn't bother me. I can do that part. No problem.
It's just because it's like what drives me crazy about the whole dance section is she's like always talking about what she's like. She's never explaining both halves of the body.
Yeah.
She only explains one half. Either she's talking about her feet and not telling you what you're supposed to be doing with your hands, or talking about her hands and not telling. So the Charleston, it's just kind of like you just apparently have to know it.
And then you have to do the well, yeah, but I guess maybe in the 80s, Midwestern housewives all knew the Charleston. Maybe there was a Charleston club. Maybe that was like a thing.
It's very possible.
We don't know what the boomers did.
No, we absolutely don't.
They all had weird clubs, so I could see them all having I could see them all having a Charleston club.
Yeah.
You're just supposed to know.
Yeah. All right, well, that was my first clip.
Oh man, that's tremendous. Thank you for sending that to me. There's so many things that I can do with that. That's great.
God.
Promos abound.
No better.
All right. Well, for me, the other part is it's the floor work. And it's not just the sit-ups, because there is an ungodly amount of sit-ups in very quick succession, that's the thing that's really complicated. But there's that turn between when you're laying on one side and you go to the other side, and she says, "Turn on 3, 1, 2, 3, and go." And I'm like, what? So
just keep trying. Don't worry about it. It'll come.
So yeah, she's just like
Stretch and hold.
the pacing of it. It's not always on time. But then this.
You need to be on like a lazy Susan to do this. Like smacking your head.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Look, the only reason I could even do this section even halfway well is because of the last video and how much time Greg told me about how I should be lying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. It does make it easier, but there you go. By workout 6, I finally was able to do it.
Oh, wow.
There you go. It only took 7 tries for me to be able to do that spin. That thing is crazy. That's super crazy. One of the hardest parts.
What I can't stand about it is that like you have to be like watching her all the time.
I always have to have my head up and then turned while I'm doing. Yeah.
Because like she'll like put her legs up and like there's no instruction. No. There's like one point towards the end where like she's like, okay, now put your heels on the ground. And I was like, my heels were off the ground. Every time. I never get that. I was just like, I'm like, what? When?
Oh, yeah, that's right. At the very end. Yeah, you're supposed to put your heels down. I only noticed that today after the 8th time. I was like, what? Wait, I was supposed to do that? Yeah. Wild.
Yeah. And like which leg is going? Because she is also like, she's always talking about her left side and her right side.
And stretch to the left and hold.
And not our left side and right side. Because we're opposite, right?
Yeah, so I guess I'm just doing what she says. So I'm following her. I'm also not really paying attention to the sides thing. Like I do one side, I do the other side, whichever one I choose.
I mean, I can't, because I have to watch the screen so like glued to the screen. When I'm not in sync with them, it drives me crazy.
Maybe for the workout that we do together, we should put it on a much larger screen so that we can
reverse it.
Oh, that's a good idea, and reverse it. Yeah, that might help. Yeah.
No, that'll up because at that point we'll have done it.
We'll be so used to it. Fair point. All right. So you got some of your.
I got my floor work tape.
Oh, here we go. What?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This is also from the second workout, I think. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's the same shirt.
Yeah.
3,
Wait.
change the leg.
Well, yeah, like the alternating between sometimes it's one up, down,
Yes.
but
Yes.
sometimes it's the two is one,
Yes.
and there's no
No, there's no
like,
rhyme or
no,
reason.
It just
Yes.
is. Yeah.
Yes. But she's like following the beat, not the exercise.
Yes, that's very true. She's definitely following the music.
Which is also kind of brings me back to like the beauty pageant choreography thing, right? Because that's a choreography move.
Yeah, no, totally.
This one always pisses me off because I'm like, well, now both of our legs are up, and then she's talking about your elbows. If you can't get your elbows to your knees, you're
Well,
like,
yeah,
what the?
You're supposed to be able to put your elbows to your knees.
But she's like nowhere close either, so I don't
No,
feel so
that's
bad
true.
about it.
No. There's no way that she could.
No. Go to 410.
No, it's
Oh,
about to
already
get-
there.
We're already there.
You just watch right through there.
Now,
works.
bring your arms down.
You have to like watch her the whole fucking time. You have no fucking clue what she's doing.
Cool down.
There's some very tight shorts you're wearing.
That's right, buddy.
And lift
I
that
have to put this
arm.
behind the paywall.
And sweep out.
Oh,
What? Yeah,
Matt.
what is this?
Over that leg slowly.
This is the cool down, right?
But
And
this
set
weird
that
like.
switch back on the ground.
Well, yeah, and this
So
always
stupid.
me up because again, like like
Turn that
the
hand.
crunching yourself after doing all those sit-ups is like not good. I've realized in the last couple times that I do it that I can't actually like the way that she's sitting in this section. She's all like crunched up. I can't do it.
Yeah,
I have to
I
like
can't.
I have to like really like stretch. Like I'm like
Yep.
not following her basically
Turn.
at all at this point.
But I think that's okay as long as we're doing the basic moves, right?
Yeah. Well, this is one of those moments when I have to like when I have to put myself into the Midwestern women's like mindset where it's like my body is very different than a Midwestern woman's body of this era. I'm a
that's true.
large, very tall man, so like I'm not gonna look like Sharlyne when I'm doing a lot of these moves, right?
To the chest and hold. Lift that head.
What's going on with this leg?
Yeah, I know. It's so weird to put it up. I always forget to put that one up.
Pull on it.
Oh wow.
Now tuck it.
It's one hell of a workout, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
It's I mean, I don't know if I'm feeling anything from it. I think I'm more in pain this time around than I was with the other
Yeah, that's
one.
what makes me like really
Yeah.
question her credentials.
Yeah, like honestly, like my middle section hurts a lot.
Well, yeah, because it's a lot, but I don't think it's that. I think it's those like that weird crunch thing that she asks you to do afterwards is like not a thing you should do after doing a whole bunch of sit-ups.
Oh, maybe.
So like that's why when she does that, like I'm like way back here. I'm like,
We really at some point we really have to have a medical expert on and just
yeah,
go
that's
back
true.
like go back through the archive and like pick out the like few moments where like was this should we have been doing this and just see what they say, because I
Yeah.
bet you some of it we shouldn't be doing.
No,
like-
for sure.
There's no like there's no medical thing about this, right? Like this
No.
isn't sponsored by doctor or anything, so like of
No.
course it's not.
But I will say, so this is a thing that like Greg was involved in and like is now kind of like on his like website and stuff. So I'm not sure when he joined it. There's no doctor that's like sponsoring this video, though she does like indicate, I think at the beginning that it's like been like squared by a doctor, but I don't know about that. But anyway, so like Greg's stuff is like he became part of this organization that was then known as the International Dance Exercise Association.
Oh, okay.
Now they go by IDEA, so they're like still a thing. They still put on like large 5,000 plus person conferences
Oh, wow,
twice a
okay.
year, and so like that's a whole thing. So that's like a thing I'd like to like explore kind of like down the line and like go to one of
100%.
these things.
That'd be fun. We could go and do some streeters and interview people while we're there. Maybe we'll meet Greg.
Look, I have an email out with Greg, so we'll see if I ever get anything back. But this idea thing, so like at some point, because there was so many of these like videos, and there's so many like not even the videos, but like Sharlyne with her 42 franchise locations,
Yeah.
is like a drop in the bucket as to how many gyms and aerobics instructors were out there.
Yeah,
So
right.
this like association started up, I think, as a means to try to like legitimize people.
Interesting.
And so I mean, like, I don't know how legitimate it is. It's literally they're the International Dance Exercise Association.
Yeah, right.
But
Oh, I've heard them, but somebody mentioned them before on another tape. So
yeah,
I
it
guess
was
yeah,
like a
okay.
thing
Yeah,
of like
interesting.
of that era. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean
because yeah,
that's
I think outside of being in one of these associations, I think you got to be highly skeptical. And Charlene is not within any of these
no,
organizations.
yeah, and that's fair. And I think we should be
Yeah,
somewhat skeptical of her, which is
yeah,
interesting in and of itself, is that
yeah.
we should be paying attention to that stuff. Like, I
Yes.
mean, part of this is a semi jackass thing where we're just going to follow through with
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
the thing
yeah, yeah,
tells us
yeah,
to do, whether
yeah,
it hurts us or not.
yeah, yeah. Roll
But
down a
yeah,
hill in a shopping cart.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. But but like I think like we're gonna be able to smoke out the the charlatans to some extent when it comes with that to that stuff, because we'll feel the actual pain from the things that they weren't that we shouldn't
Yeah,
be
we
doing.
shouldn't be doing. Yeah, yeah. Because yeah, the pain that I got doing easy stretch was like my muscles, and like as I progressed, I mean, we'll see what the progression. I think my progression here is going to be more about like coordination, and I'll get a little more coordinated through this
Yeah.
progress. Whereas the progress I felt during easy stretch was like at the beginning of it, I could barely do all the leg work, and I couldn't do it correctly. And then
Mhm.
eventually I figured out how to do it
Yeah.
correctly, and then I was able to do the whole routine, and that was the story of the
But
progress,
yeah,
right?
I also wouldn't say that I feel more fit from this one, but I think I noticed a difference between when I started easy stretch to the end of easy stretch. Now,
Yes,
that could just simply be the fact that I went from zero to something,
true.
and that had more of an impact than this possibly could have an impact.
Yes,
But still, I feel like there was more fitness gain
yes.
just in the way that I felt from easy stretch as opposed to this one.
And I actually found like, so I think what's interesting too is, again, I'm like not as deep into this one as I should be because I was sick. So like the motivation factor is like skeptical, but I found it easier to motivate myself to do easy stretch, even though it was like more physically demanding.
Yeah.
But because I felt there was like, I felt like a greater sense of like accomplishment at the end of it.
Yeah.
Whereas like there's so many points in this video where I'm just like, I'm
What am
not
I
doing it.
doing?
What am I
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
So like I
No,
don't get that same level of accomplishment. So it's harder to come back to it every time.
oh, well, I mean, that's very telling.
Yes.
Well, do we want to see quickly what the other one looks like? We can
I
skim
think we
through it.
should.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
curious.
Are you a prisoner of your own self-image? Is your size holding you captive? Do you
Oh
use weight
my
as an
God.
excuse not to exercise? Well, it's time
Where
to take
was
control
this?
of your life and
And they're
your body.
leotards.
It's time to
Our-
break out.
Our prison outfits. Isn't that amazing?
Oh my God.
That was tremendous.
Hi, I'm Sharlyne Powell.
I'm
These-
Sharon McConnell.
Yeah, this
And
is her
we are
partner.
Who's
Women
Sharon
at
McConnell?
Large.
She's the
We've
partner
created
in
a
it.
new concept in fitness. We believe
It's
that
not
you,
just
the
Sharlyne.
larger woman, can be fit. So we have designed an exercise program for the larger woman.
And when we did that, everyone thought we were crazy. They said it'll never work. Fat women don't exercise.
Do you realize that in today's
Fat men don't
society, the
exercise.
larger woman is seen
Yeah.
as
Fat
unsexy,
people don't
unattractive, uninsurable, and even unemployable? So we
Uninsurable.
withdraw from that
Unemployable?
society and we hide in our homes.
I could understand
We wear no
uninsurable in
makeup,
the
we let our
US,
hair
but
grow,
unemployable.
Clothes that are unstylish. We're afraid to let ourselves be beautiful, thinking that no one cares.
Well, look out, world.
Quite the
We care.
intro.
Well,
And
look
we're gonna
out,
help you
world.
Change all that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being a
I
large
wish they
woman.
kept those
Not
stripes
everyone was
leotards
meant to
coming
be a
into this.
size
Yeah,
6.
you're not wrong.
We believe that you can be large and fit and happy.
And we're living proof that our program
Can
works.
it be all three things?
I have
Usually when
redesigned
there's
my
a trifecta,
body, and
you
to
only get to be
exercise
2.
alone, I've gone down
I can
4
barely hear you
clothing
over it.
sizes.
Oh. Usually when
And
there's a
do you
trifecta,
know
you
that
only
the
get
normal woman's
2 options.
resting heart rate is between
That's
78
true.
and 85. Well, my resting heart rate is an incredible 60.
Oh, so this is where this heart rate stuff is like come from. That they just kind of like throw at you in the video that we did.
Yep. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because this is the follow-up, right? So I guess they assume that you already have watched this one, and then you don't need as much I don't know, explanation.
Pounds and inches, well, that's terrific.
Well, you know what? She has the same goal that we do, though. Well, I do anyway.
Just get fit, but not
Get
slim
fit.
down.
I'm not worried about the weight. I'm not worried about the inches.
You'll be surprised that every day you can do more and more. There's one last thing. You need to know how to take your heart rate. So please check the enclosed pamphlet.
Yeah, you want me to? Okay. Oh, look at these outfits.
Now back is flat.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I thought it was gonna be the bowling.
Oh. Whoa.
3, 4, take it down your legs.
Oh, that's a lot of bending down. This
Yeah.
would have been so much better, though. That would have stretched my back out so much
Yeah.
better.
Stretching and up and hold.
Like, yeah, that's like an actual stretch routine.
Getting warmer.
All right, begin to lift those
Well,
arms.
let's see if we recognize anything
And a
here.
stretch. And a reach. Together, pull
If the
them
music's
down,
any good.
And out.
Oh, it's the same, isn't it?
And a lift.
No, this sounds like Take My Breath Away. It's not.
And a
Yes.
reach.
But it's like a total
Now
rip-off of Take My
stretch
Breath
those
Away.
sides
Oh, here we go.
and reach to the ceiling. And
Yeah,
a
this
stretch.
feels very familiar.
And a stretch. Now
Oh, there's the
reaching
one girl
forward,
in the
bend
back
those
there.
knees.
Yeah.
She's in the other video.
Is her business partner not in our video? I would.
No, she's not. Maybe there was some sort of thing that happened between those two videos that we don't know about.
Ankles. Straight on through.
See, there's stories in these things. We got to start trying
Oh.
to get these people.
4 and a press.
What's this?
Right into the wall. 3.
It's gonna be a little window that's gonna come up.
Over. Press. 3. 4 and again.
Yeah, the knees during these things is just brutal.
4 crush.
I guess you have bad knees, right?
Yeah, I have to wear like a knee brace at work some days, right?
2, 3, 4. Lift the elbows and push.
I gotta say, I prefer the outfits in our
Much better.
in our
This
tape,
set,
yeah.
I also prefer.
4. Now bend
Too much gray. Gray leggings, gray carpet, gray walls.
It's very flat.
When
You're right.
doing heel lifts and toe lifts, the legs should be kept straight with
Oh,
the hands
what?
flat on the floor.
They're
Be
shaking the
careful not
rump
to arch
back
the
and
back
forth.
Oh my
with
God.
the head.
Woo! Oh my god, what? No, there's no way I could do this.
That's rough.
Are you kidding me?
And on your toes.
Whoa.
And
Yeah.
on your heels.
I mean, what, like, this is just, it's just a routine that she's just come up with. There's no basis for anything.
No.
Other side and a press.
And depressed. Like, what is this?
And forearms tucked. The foot of the bent knee pushes
Oh.
Here we
into the
go.
floor, intensifying
So they give you a
muscle
little bit more of a
Lift with your
breakdown of
elbows.
what it is.
Pull down. Keep the muscles really tight.
I think that's her partner, though. I don't think that's Sharlyne.
No, you're right. That isn't Sharlyne.
Now reach it out and a pulse. Make your body feel it.
Make your body feel it.
Yeah, got it. Yeah. Get ready. Take your heart rate.
I guess she had dentist money. Oh, man.
Yeah.
And lift.
Oh, here we go.
Keep the
Just
bottom
showing you
really
what to do.
tight. Use the hamstring to lift.
See, this would have been
You don't wanna
helpful.
lift too high because
Yes.
it can injure the back. Great.
Yeah, this video seems a lot better.
Lift the
I mean, to be
straight
Even,
fair,
it's still kind of crazy, but
this workout is also an entire hour.
Change legs.
oh shit.
Yeah, so that is another thing. Like, I have a ton of tapes, but like a lot of those workouts are an entire hour, which is not what we've been doing. Right? So
That's a lot.
That's probably also why a lot of the stuff is cut out of this, because it's just a 30-minute cut, like, you know,
Yeah.
workout.
Okay.
Right? It's not.
Shapes the bottom and tones and tightens the legs.
Yeah, when we really get into this, some of the workouts that we're going to have to do are legitimately going to be an hour,
That makes sense.
Slightly and squeeze and
which is
release.
great.
Pull your
Imagine,
bottom up.
like 3 hours of workout a week. That'll
That's
be
true.
we'll feel good after that.
That's true.
That'll literally double what we're doing now.
Yeah. I can't wait till I can start doing mine on my roof.
Squeeze, can you feel it?
Yeah,
All
totally.
right.
We got to get a drone for
Higher.
that.
Great.
Oh yeah, if we're shooting a whole thing on that roof, and I'm getting a drone. That's happening.
Pantyhose, 15 gorgeous colors.
Okay,
Oh, they're selling shit. Oh, yeah.
The fashionable, full-figured woman.
Charlatans for sure.
Yeah,
No, she's
there you
someone I
go.
love.
Yeah, they had a deal with whatever
When you're
Pantyhose company?
it shows.
Fitting Pretty.
When we first shared our concept of women at large, we were laughed at. We were considered a joke. Seeking professional advice, I was told, Sharlyne, large women will not exercise, much less exercise with someone who looks like you. But if you insist on opening this business, you must hire thin instructors, or your business will die.
Oh wow.
So we took that professional advice
Business
and we
will
hired
die.
those thin instructors. We opened our doors, and 2 months later, our business did die. But that only
Oh,
gave us
believe it.
renewed determination.
Yeah, 'cause it would've just
we
been
wanted to be
like
our
every
own
other one,
instructors
right?
from the very beginning.
You gotta have a gimmick.
So we studied exercise physiology.
And to be fair, this is legitimate.
kinesiology. We learned the muscles in our body.
They
We
studied.
They studied it
developed
themselves.
routines, and we experimented with our own bodies, thinking that if we
Very
could
Midwest
do
of
the
them.
routines, women who looked just like us could do them
Pulling
also.
themselves up by the bootstraps here.
So we opened our doors back up, and today Women at Large is a successful franchise organization helping thousands of women exercise every day.
Interesting.
The typical lady that works out with us weighs approximately 175 to 250 pounds. And she probably
There you go,
hasn't
that's-
worked
that's
out
me.
much in the past because there hasn't been a place for her to exercise where she's comfortable. Women at Large has created that very special place. And although weight loss is not our primary goal, it is one of the benefits of exercise. One of our ladies has lost 140 pounds.
Wow.
And another lady lost 50 inches.
This
and
feels
no
like a
weight at
pitch
all.
for
We have
franchisees.
thinner
Oh,
women in our
100%.
classes, and when they first started coming, we couldn't
I
understand
bet you that's
why.
exactly what it is.
But now we know that a woman who is 20 pounds overweight is just as devastated by her body as a woman who is 150 pounds overweight.
That's
As you
devastating.
continue to exercise with us every day, doing as much as you can,
Every
I
day.
can promise you that your life will change. Exercise is the first step toward a healthy body.
I mean, this is just
Exercise gives
like
us
Greg's
extra energy
affirmations
and
at the end of
stamina
Easy
to do
Stretch,
all the
right?
things that we've always
Except for it
wanted
comes
to
with this,
do.
like, it's like, it feels way more
We
sales
couldn't.
pitchy
Yes,
than
You don't
you're
have
Greg's
to
not
sit
stuff.
at home
Yeah,
in your
he was
living
actually
room
trying to
anymore.
impart some sort of
Now you
wisdom.
can
They're
get
just
out
kind
there
of being
and
like,
do all
hey,
the
this
things
is what
that
we
you've
did.
always wanted to
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, we're
he's-
so good at this.
Most
This is very
importantly,
finger guns.
Exercise changes
Finger
your
guns,
attitude.
yes.
Or, you know, like
It
when
changes
the
way
sales
you
guy
feel
doing
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
about yourself.
We will see you here tomorrow because we really do care. Now, meet the women you exercise
That's how you
with
know they're
today.
charlatans.
Women at
Because they
large
really
came
do care.
into my life
Yeah.
at
Oh,
a time
boy,
when I
yeah, this
decided
is
to
a
do
legit
something for my own
infomercial.
physical well-being. My father had died from
You know, and I got
attack
no
at an
shade.
early
I
age,
love
and
a
decided
charlatan.
that if I didn't do something for my own
I mean, obviously it was
physical health,
successful.
I probably wouldn't
Yeah.
live a long,
And
full
look,
life
More power
like,
to you.
however many years
About that
later,
time, one of
we're
my
still
friends
talking about it.
introduced
We're
me
doing
Women at
something
Large,
with it,
and
right?
True. I mean, like, we're the
I
only
decided to
ones.
try it
Yes,
because
but
I'm a
nonetheless.
physical person
Oh,
to begin with.
here we go.
And I loved
Oh,
the
what's that?
program. I went
Oh, no.
and I just fit right in.
These
I've always
80s
been
hairstyles.
large and never would allow my femininity to show.
This is a very specific dating
And
tape right here.
I was always
Yeah.
envious of women that could show their gracefulness without really even thinking about it. I tried other high-impact aerobic classes and also being very intimidated because I was the largest one there.
Fair. Look,
Yeah.
that's
I
hard.
couldn't keep up.
Well,
and
and
that
that's
was
always been
really
part of my
hard
problem,
because
going to the
I
gym. I always
have
feel
always
like
been
the
very
fat guy.
active. When I had walked through the doors of Women at Large, I felt the warmth there and felt very much at home.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I could see it
watched
being
the
a
instructors
community,
move
like, it's
with
really-
such grace
For
and
sure.
Good
I
for
like
that.
they got
Yeah,
it, like, they got a lot of things right.
really moved
I think their
me,
problem is
and
that,
the
like, yeah, they just
routines were
didn't
so beautiful to do that
Routines
I
are
feel I
beautiful
have
to do.
achieved
They're
the
beautiful to do, but they're
gracefulness and
nonsense.
the beauty that I've always
Yeah,
wanted to
what's
show.
this? Yeah,
I've
woo!
also gone down 2 clothing sizes, and because I've made a commitment to myself to exercise daily And that has given me the courage and
Is
the
that
strength.
that's also what
to
they're really
change other
pushing here,
areas
is
of
this
my
idea that we're
life,
supposed to
and
exercise daily.
That's really
Yeah.
super. And
Imagine
Yeah,
doing
if you
this.
start just
every
even
woman
doing this
out there.
every day, you're definitely gonna
I'm
like
so
from doing
pleased with
nothing,
the
you're
Women at
definitely
Large
gonna lose
program.
weight.
Yeah.
I've been going to classes for about 2.5 years, and as a result, through not dieting, I've lost a little over 20 pounds, and I've gone down 2 clothing sizes. I
Right.
have more energy than I've had in a long time, and
There
I
you
just
go.
feel
She's
so
still
good.
having Cool Whip
I
salads
work
on the
in a rather
weekend.
stressful job. I teach high school,
It's an all
and
Cool
I'm
Whip
involved with about
diet
150
over at that household.
teenagers each day. I just wait to get to classes to get rid of that stress, and it's just so good to feel so wonderful.
It is good
I
to
had
feel
no
so
idea
wonderful.
that
Oh my God.
1985
Udi
was
Pettis?
gonna be
Is it Audie or
beginning of
Udi?
the rest
It
of
would
my
be
life.
Udi Pettis.
Udi
I didn't
Pettis?
like myself at all, and
I
What?
must that must have been
And,
really tough growing up. That must have
my
been
friends
really,
thought
really
I
tough.
had it all
That's a
together,
name.
but I really did, and I laughed and
I,
joked
that
a
that's a
lot, but
situation where her
while I
parents
was
made her fat.
laughing,
Like
I
that's
was having some crying.
By naming her Udi Pettis?
I had a
yeah, I
bad
mean what
first
was she gonna
marriage,
do
and
but
I
eat her
was,
feelings?
just
Like for
a bit
God's sakes.
abused, and
Oh,
that left me emotionally drained. I heard about Women at
Oh
Large.
my god.
look at them
So
go.
I decided that I
Good.
would
How in
go
this
and
one they all
see
have
what it was
puffy
all about.
Shoulder pads?
Arms,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
the
I
like
went
poofs.
to
Yeah.
the doors, I saw women my size, and a lot of them were
I mean,
larger
representation
than me.
matters, right? So you,
And
It does,
they were
yeah.
you
hooping
feel
and
good when
hollering and
you're
just
surrounded by
having
people
a good
that look
time,
like
and I
you.
wanted to be a
100%.
part of that because there was a lot of warmth there. So up to date, I lost 38 pounds.
Man,
But that
that'd be great. I'd love to
doesn't
lose
seem to be
38 pounds.
important now. What seems to be important now is what I've done within myself and coming to grips with reality once again. They've shown me a lot of beauty that a person does have inside of them. But everybody has a rosebud inside of them. And
Oh.
I'm just glad that I was able to find
Hey,
my
now.
rosebud because it's now blooming.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Okay,
whoa.
okay, Udi.
Rosebud,
Okay.
too, before it withers and dies like mine almost did.
Oh my
3
god.
years ago, I found myself in a family crisis that left me feeling isolated and
How many
unable
people
to
are we
talk to my family or friends. A friend of mine told me about Women at Large, a place where large women could exercise without feeling
She's
intimidated.
the tall one?
Very slowly, the program began to work its magic on me. I started talking to other women in the class and the instructors. I started standing up straighter, feeling stronger.
Yeah, see,
and
I don't
really
feel like I'm
beginning
standing
to
up straighter
enjoy
right
the
now.
way
I
my
feel like I'm
body
hunching
moved.
more because of
Yes.
this
Then I
workout.
started taking that feeling home with me and then to work with me. I teach special children, and I wanted to give them some of the strength that I was beginning to feel.
That's nice.
Very
I
uplifting.
began
Yeah.
talking with more confidence and changing
I mean,
parts
aside
of
from the
my
fact that
life
it is
that
very
were
clear that
causing
she's
me
reading
pain.
this off of a cue card.
Years ago, I worked in a warehouse where the men were constantly putting me down
Kathy
because
Calavig.
of my size and
If you ever wondered why people take
telling me
stage
how
names.
ugly I was. I really wasn't happy with my life, and I
I mean,
knew
do you
I
think
needed to make
Udi
some
was a
changes.
stage name? Because that sounds like a stage
When I
name.
first started
That's,
going to Women
Udi
at Large,
Pettis.
I wore no makeup and the baggiest sweats that I could find to hide my body, and I stood in the back of the room.
She's in
so nobody would
the
look
one that
at
we
me.
do.
Yeah, she is, yeah.
After a couple of months, I started noticing changes. I
Ooh, that hair.
lost
Yeah.
inches. I lost 18 pounds without dieting, which is incredible because I love to eat junk food.
Me
I was
too.
starting to like myself.
Me too.
I started moving towards the front of the room, and I was wearing makeup, and I even put on leotards and tights, which is something I thought I'd never wear. I finally got the courage to quit the job that I hated and became an instructor at Women at Large.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I really like that.
This
because
really
I can help other
this
large
really
women
is a
with
sales
their
pitch.
problems of self-esteem.
This should
This workout
have,
was in an hour. This workout's
been
like,
put
what,
down
45
so
minutes
long.
at most?
Yeah, you're
about our
right.
size that we feel we don't even have a
Yeah,
say in
it's
anything that
padded
happens
with
in
a
our
lot of
life.
stuff, including
But-
shoulder pads.
That's not true anymore. And, you know, we're a viable part of society, and we can speak out at last, and it really feels good. In high school, I was the
Are,
girl.
are fat people not considered a
body
valuable
and
part of society? I guess
girls
not.
envied you and hated you at the same time.
All right, let's parade.
People assumed that you had to.
Have
be
we
a
had enough
certain
of the
type.
parade?
I've had enough of the parade.
I mean, to be fair, I can't imagine there's too many
So
more
to
people
deal with
left.
that,
All
I
right,
learned
fair
to
enough.
hide it. And after I married and had 3 kids, my body again took on another change, and I could feel that attention.
I feel like some people are going to be like weeping watching this back in the day.
And that's good.
I connect with this so much.
Yeah.
He needed to love me.
This is my
and be
life.
okay with me. And my mother-in-law told me about women at large, but I didn't want to go because
Well, because it was your mother-in-law
then
telling
I
you.
had to admit.
I mean, who wants their
You know,
mother-in-law
that was
telling them
large.
to do things?
Yeah.
And so I went there, and
Honey,
I loved
go to
it.
Women
It
at
was
Lodge, you
so
fan.
good, and the instructors were so warm and made me feel good.
Yeah, it's like a positive energy
And
thing,
I
you
was
know?
there a short while when Charlene asked me to.
Well,
stay
community
after
is
class.
important,
She
right?
wanted
Community
to
It is.
positive in
at that moment,
energy. It creates a positive
my
environment for people
insecurities welled
to
up,
actually
and I
want
was
to
weak
fulfill
again,
what
and I thought,
they've set out to do.
great.
So
Yeah.
I guess that
She's asking
maybe
me to
you know
leave.
maybe the tape
Never
has a certain
anticipating
charlatan
that
aspect to it, and
what she
the
wanted was
the
for me to
workout's a
consider
little iffy,
being
but
an
at least
instructor.
she
told me that
created
she saw
an
something in
environment
me
that
she
Yeah,
allowed.
she did a positive thing at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
And the women
I
there
think
were
that's
so
what we're
good
gonna
to
have a
me,
hard
and they
time
weren't
really feeling
competition
bad
with me
about
as
some of
they
these
used
things,
to be in
right?
my
Like,
life. They supported
sure,
me
some
and,
of these people have
and hugged
maybe
me and
you
told
know
me, you know,
taken
that
money
you're
and
good,
you know
and we
run
like
with it,
you.
but
Who
they
wouldn't?
also
They give me
well,
the
who wouldn't?
ability
But they
to
also
release
provided a
something in me
service.
to be me.
No, it's true. It's definitely true.
Realize
I mean, that
I'm
Yeah.
okay, and
she didn't not
I'm
provide.
No, it's true.
There aren't not elements of what we're doing
Yeah.
that aren't valuable, right?
No, it's very true. It is very true.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and that's a thing. I mean, but it is like it is dubious because, like, you know, if you are injuring people, that's not going to be good.
Fair point.
So it is all a mix. But I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, it's a touching story. It makes a lot of sense. They found like a market of people who needed some positivity and were willing to pay them.
That's part of what I think also makes it successful is that it's a good story at that time period when those were the types of stories that were also successful, right? Like
Yes, that's
in
true.
the heyday of Geraldo and
Oprah.
Donahue and Oprah and all of those shows, right? Like that's what they liked. They liked those. Either it was the, you know, crass over the top nonsense or it was the super positive uplifting
Yeah.
thing, and it was never anything in between. It was always those spectrums, and Sharlyne fits perfectly
She does.
on the positive uplifting side, even if what she's giving us isn't necessarily the most positive workout in the end.
True. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to coming back and making the most giant fools of ourselves possible in the next episode.
It's gonna be something else. I can't imagine that it's gonna look pretty. And I can't imagine that either of us are going to be in sync. It's just going to be us running into each other. There's going to be a lot of like, I go one way, you go the other way, and then we have to correct that. I feel like it's
Yes.
going to be just that. It'll be us yelling like, you're doing it wrong.
It's true.
Yeah, we maybe really need to, maybe we should project it on a wall so that
Yeah.
it's just all on it. So we can't not see what we're supposed to be doing.
And project it on the ceiling too. So when
Oh,
we're trying to do the sit-ups.
That's a good idea.
I had
Wow.
that when I was sitting there the last time doing it. I was all like, man, I can see people putting mirrors on their ceiling to do this tape.
Yeah,
Like,
that's not a bad idea.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, I hope it works out. We'll see you next time
Yeah.
at the big show.
At the big show. Come and join us for Superfit Video Academy, the Big Show edition.
Good night, everybody.